on now.
Skip intro.
Skip intro. Like skip. Good evening, are you Marvel fans? We're here for another night of the Infinity Watch after having last week off so that Tony and Jordan here can go see Black Panther.
We did. We saw it together.
You saw it on the Disney lot, right?
We did see it on the Disney lot.
We did.
How was that? Magical?
A little nerve-wracking.
It was a little stressful.
Yeah.
Lots of security, clearly.
I was the last person into the theater.
They patched our phones immediately, so I couldn't even text Tony and be like, hey, it's under my name.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a list, and I had no idea if my name or if Jordan's name.
Yeah.
So I just literally was giving them everybody's name. I was like, Joshua Goldman.
He's like, Walt Disney. Pinocchio.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
T'Challa invited me.
But so that was a little stressful. But once inside,
the movie was
good stuff. Good stuff, man.
Well, we will definitely get into that.
Yes,
but
we
again,
will.
thank you guys for joining us today. We are dual streaming on YouTube and Facebook at Pop Culture Renegades. One way you can support the show here is by going to our TeePublic store. That's tpublic.com/that#show. It supports us and that hashtag show and Achievement Unlocked, all your favorite folks here. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat here on YouTube. Someone
a lot of
jumps on
compliments
Facebook.
on your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Lots. Everyone's loving the hair.
It looks real good.
We're going to interrupt this program for a impromptu photo shoot.
That's true.
Let's say hi to that hashtag show is here with us. Blackwing, Earl Wizard Rider Thomas, Jezer, Blackwing. Yes, Jordan's in the chat, and I'm in the chat, and Tony's in the chat.
Everybody's in the chat.
Everyone's in the chat. Thank you guys
You're in
for
the
your
chat.
compliments,
You're in the chat.
for your love. We appreciate it. First off, we will be doing a non-spoiler review of Black Panther.
Yes,
we are not monsters. We
will
are
not-
not going to be spoiling the film for you. We're not
to
going to
you.
really be getting into depth with anything because the fact is this movie is so tight in its plot and everything, every scene has a purpose that once we go in depth about something,
ruin it.
There will be a spoiler. So
Yeah.
we're just going to skim the
Broad
surface.
impressions.
Yes. Let's start with Jordan here. Hashtag Black Excellence. Tell us,
That is my
tell us-
hashtag.
Tell us
That
your
is my
initial thoughts.
hashtag.
When you walked out of the film, how did you feel? Because I know that when the credits came on, like I felt when what I did when Wonder Woman came out, I teared up. I was so like, this was magnificent.
How corny can I get right now?
You can get real
I
corny.
get
We
real
deserve this.
honest and real corny.
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote a really long post. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram when I go see the movie again, and I take a picture outside the theater in front of the poster. But like. So as a little kid, the first time I straight up knew that I was black and it meant something different was it was a bunch of us on the playground about to play Power Rangers, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to be Pink Ranger," and some girl was like, "You can't be Pink Ranger, you're black."
Oh, I hate that.
Right? And it stuck with me forever. And I walked out of Black Panther and I legitimately had tears in my eyes because I was like, there's some little girl who gets to go to school and she's going to be like, I get to be Shuri or I get to be Nakia. And can't nobody tell that little girl nothing. Can't tell her nothing.
Yep.
Whoever that little girl was that told you that, I hope she's homeless under a bridge somewhere.
I don't know.
I do.
Real talk, I karate chopped her ass. And I was like, oh, I can't be Pink Ranger because I know Kung Fu better than you.
I hate that too. And the sad thing is that happens today. That happens in the cosplay community today.
Yes, it still
Which is
happens.
dumb.
It's dumb.
So dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
be part of the dumbness.
No,
but yeah.
I was just so. It was like Wonder Woman on steroids, you know, because I was super emotional during Wonder Woman, cried multiple times during that movie, felt so empowered seeing all those women on that beach kicking ass.
Amazon's,
and just,
man,
all I
even
want to see in
Justice
life,
League, I was like, I need a full movie with
all
these
I want to see in life is
women.
Robin
Like,
Wright just riding on a horse smiling because she's about to kill men, you know? So Black
emotional.
Panther was like that on steroids to me because you had all these strong, beautiful black women with their afros and they shaved heads and some of them had weaves and it was just so much. It was so much black excellence. Hashtag.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying because when I was growing up, like, I wanted to be a superhero. I wanted to be an action star, and I was really into the 80s action stars, so obviously I couldn't be a bulked up man like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right?
But
Don't let anyone tell you what you can't do.
But
to the
I
man
had
behind
like
the curtain.
Power Rangers, you know. I had Aisha who came in like
Later, like
on.
way after the fact.
Way after the fact, and then I had like Bianca Lawson and Buffy, which was terrible
Also way after the
representation.
fact.
It
Oh,
was
come
terrible.
on. Mr. Pointy? Bianca Lawson was great in Buffy.
No, she was okay, but even she got bogged down with that fake accent. I don't blame her at all. I blame Joss Whedon for that.
It was a bad accent. It was a real bad
But my
accent.
point is, there was like really no one to say, hey, this looks like me, you know, because I wasn't into like blaxploitation and Foxy Brown and all. I mean, that was way past my generation. But it's just like,
and even when I did see it, like my mom went to show me those movies like later in my childhood, but it didn't resonate. It didn't connect.
Yeah, exactly. I like Sailor Moon. I like Power Rangers.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I like this, that, VR Troopers and everything like that. So
I forgot about VR Troopers.
Yeah, we are VR
Troopers. VR.
VR. Like a cheer. So I am so excited for kids right now. I am so excited for children everywhere, teenagers everywhere, us everywhere, adults, but more so the kids. Tony, what was your impression?
Okay. The first 15-20 minutes of that movie, my eyes were very lubricated. And I had to do that thing where it's like you're completely like tense because you're like trying not to let.
Yeah. I was at the movie. I was like, I don't want to be like sobbing. Like,
because here's what I thought was going to happen, and this is how cynical I am. I honestly thought me knowing what the Everett Ross character, that's Martin Freeman's character, knowing what he was intended to be in the comics, he's supposed to be the in for a predominantly white audience. The guy who ended up creating him, you know, has said this in interviews, saying that I knew my audience was predominantly white. I knew that the perception of the Black Panther was that he was essentially a B-list Avenger, which is not who he is at all, but that's the perception of him. So I made this character to pretty much reflect the audience. And I thought that's what was going to happen. I thought there was going to be bait and switch. I thought that this movie was going to be centered on Martin Freeman's character, not like as the lead, but just he was going to be having
like his experiences and like too focused on that.
Yes, it was going to be very centered on him and him asking a lot of questions. And that's what ends up happening with a lot of these sort of like, I don't want to, you know, not that he's the chosen one in the movie, but that's what ends up happening, where it's like, oh, what is happening? What is this new world? What's going on? And it ends up being very centered on that person who's asking a lot of the questions, which is what his character is supposed to be. I'm very, very, very happy to let you guys know it is not centered on Everett Ross. He is firmly in the supporting cast, and that's not to say he doesn't have significant screen time. But yeah, this is
it's not about him,
about Black Panther. This is a movie about Wakanda. This is a movie that is completely and totally, it has an Afrocentric view lens, which this was another thing too that I was thinking about. Is this a spoiler if I say this, that he's not even the best part about the movie, Black Panther? Okay, yeah, Black Panther isn't even the best part about the movie. And I was thinking about how they would never allow that to happen in a movie where the hero is white.
Yeah, like Iron Man.
Yeah, it always has to be about the white guy.
Well,
it's always about the white guy.
Well, here's the thing, not even that. Eurocentric, you know, movies, you know, especially these superhero movies, they're always about individual excellence. They're always about individual achievements. So everybody around them is built to support them. You know, that's why you have these comic book girlfriends, which aren't, you know, they're not supposed to be doing anything other than telling the superhero how great they are, which is fine, but it gets boring. So, but then you have Black Panther, and in communities of color, at least, you know, the ones that I'm a part of, there's always a focus on the entire group,
the family, the team effort, your
it's
community.
always about the group excelling rather than just a single person. So in this movie, everybody is hitting on 9s and 10s, and if anybody isn't like,
if you listen to the soundtrack, I live on 10. I live on 10.
Everything about it is so good, from the actors to you know, the decisions made behind the scenes, the costumes.
It's beautiful. It is a beautiful movie. My God, just visually, the colors and the costuming.
Lindy Hemming got shafted this year in the Oscar nomination. Lindy Hemming is the costume.
No, she'll qualify next year.
Really? Okay.
Well, yeah. This movie was just really.
No. Lindy Hemming for Wonder Woman.
Oh, yes.
Lindy Hemming is the costume designer for Wonder Woman.
And she did get shafted this year.
Didn't even get a nomination. She deserved the award. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if Ruth Carter doesn't step away with the actual award, not just a nomination, I'm going to burn all this shit down.
There was so much
wildfires up.
I can't wait to see the movie again, because it impacted me and I understood it. But there are so many little details that I am excited to go back and see again. Especially, it was just so, the cinematography and the costuming and the sets, like, it was so pretty. And I'm sure there are details that I missed the first time.
Yeah. No, so I mean, yeah.
But I agree with you. Like, it didn't shy away from the blackness of the film. It did
not.
No.
But it's not going to alienate other audiences.
No.
This is a movie for everyone. This is a movie for people who are open-minded and who are cultured and who like to...
Well, not even that. I think there is this myth that somehow, you know...
Blackness is inaccessible.
Yeah, or not even that, or just like culture in itself, that if you go ahead and you... if this is an ethnic film, then somehow it's alienating. I'm like, it's really not.
Well, the same thing happened with like Get Out, and a lot of people were like, I didn't really like Get Out. They didn't really speak to me. Well, that's where you can say that movie wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
No, then that is that. Then that is that. But that's not the.
To me,
blackness isn't what is alienating to you. It's your own discomfort with the content.
And I feel like this is very similar to Princess and the Frog, where yes, it was black and it was for black people and little black girls. That being said, anybody could look at that movie and say, "Oh my God, what a beautiful story!" And like my favorite thing is when you go to Disneyland and you see these little like redhead freckled girls and they have on Princess Tiana's dress and they're like, 10!
Everything about it. And you're like, oh, look at you.
Right? So look cute. At you. You're so cute.
But yeah, I mean, the actor, God, the caliber of actors in this film, and just
right, like how many awards were on screen at one time?
I know, it was insane. And you think that, you know, they have these cast of characters like Angela Bassett and Forrest Whitaker. Oh, we're gonna see them on screen for like 5 seconds. No, everyone gets their due diligence. Like everyone gets their just dues.
I didn't think about that, but that is true because this movie does have a lot of characters in it, but you don't feel like anybody got shortchanged.
Yeah. You know what? I actually feel like this movie could have been at least a good 15-20 minutes longer.
They kept saying that the original cut was 4 hours. Like, remember that rumor that went around the internet that the original cut was 4 hours?
Then I need at least 15-20 minutes of that.
I would sit through it. I would, and I've been saying this is hyperbole the whole time. Like, oh, I'll sit through the 4-hour version. No, after seeing the 2-hour version, I will sit through the 4-hour version.
But that's what a movie should
give me a bathroom break.
Because the problem with movies these days is it is like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and you're like, well, this movie could have been 20 minutes shorter. Right? It's just like, don't do too much. Justice League was perfect at its runtime. Just tighten up the story.
Usually, when I'm sitting in movies, you know, because you can like tell passage of time, and you're sitting there and you're like,
yeah.
God, I had to have been sitting here for like an hour and a half. When is this fucking movie over already? I was in Black Panther and I was like, fuck, we've been here for an hour and a half. It's going to end soon. Fuck, I don't want it to end.
Yeah, totally. No, there's a, there are things that are, this is what it felt like. It's like when either your high school or your college professor says like, everything is here. I just need a few more examples to flesh out your thesis. This is like a B+ A- right now. Right. If you go ahead and add just that little bit more, this is undeniably an A+.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like this movie is at for me. Not that it's at a B+. I mean, it's firmly in that A range, but if you want to go ahead and just take it to the, you know, undeniable point, I needed that 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
But again, that's because what I am seeing is so good that I'm like, if I don't get at least more of that in the Blu-ray, in the deleted scenes, there's going to be something that is just incredibly disappointed with that.
Give me more.
Well, do you feel like there's any point in a film where you think there was a deleted scene or something could have been explained longer without spoiling the audiences? Is there a certain point you could just say yes or no if it's going to spoil?
I feel like
I could have seen all of it more.
Just for entertainment purposes or for story purposes because you were confused about something at some point?
There's nothing that I was confused about. No.
Easy to follow story.
No, it's more about just they introduce these ideas and they're only said in passing, and yet I think about we could have taken the time to slow down and actually show us as opposed to tell us.
Right.
Even telling us is adequate. It's fine, and I don't ever feel like I'm shortchanged. It doesn't feel like there are some portions of Justice League where I'm just like, there's a good 30 seconds that's just gone. I just didn't get to reshoot. They just did it. They just couldn't make it. But you know what? I understand. I got from point A to B. It wasn't pretty, but we got there. Here, we got from point A to B, and it was pretty. But I want it to be amazing and perfect.
Justice League could have been 4 hours shorter. Yes, it could have.
Now everyone's talking about.
I could have seen more Michael B.
Killmonger. That's I was going to that. Killmonger is being touted as the best MCU villain to date. Agree? Disagree? Because they're actually putting him on par with the Vulture.
Movies worth.
They're putting him on par with the Vulture from Homecoming because their motives are pretty much the same. Like you can understand where they come from and you can relate to it. It looks like you guys disagree.
No,
I don't disagree.
I don't disagree because there are.
I am reticent to single out one single villain and say this is the. But if we're like tiers of villains, like if we have like a top tier and then a second tier and a third tier.
No, there's a ranking. There's no tiers.
No, I want tears. It's 18 movies.
Okay.
Y'all.
All right, well, you got Loki, the Vulture, and Killmonger. That's your top tier, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I forgot this. The guy from Guardians of the Galaxy
and Bucky, because when Bucky was bad, he was good.
He's not.
Bad Bucky was good.
Let's see. I don't particularly like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I thought there was a lot of it that was just.
It was a good movie. It wasn't like it was a film.
Yeah, it was good. It was okay. It was good. But Ego is by far the most evil villain we've ever seen. Like straight up evil.
Yeah, he was a little bastard at the end.
Yeah.
I was like,
wait, who?
Ego from
Ego,
Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy 2.
yeah.
If you are the kind of person that's going to go ahead and put a brain tumor into the love of your life's head, that's it, man. You're just the most evil bastard that has ever been created, ever.
just when you think guys couldn't get any worse at breaking
Men
up
are
with
trash.
you.
All men are
I'm gonna
trash.
give you a brain tumor.
Let me tell you, all men are trash.
So
Ego
we have,
is trash,
We have all
yeah.
men in here except Anna and Kat.
Sorry, y'all need to go get your brothers then. 'Cause it's trash.
Go talk to Ego.
Go talk to you.
So,
man is
what's your
trash.
tier then? What's your tier?
I would
You
agree
said
with
it.
that.
You said
Yeah,
it. Vulture, Loki, Killmonger, and also Bad Bucky. I liked Bad Bucky.
Bucky was never bad. He was brainwashed.
He was misunderstood.
I don't consider him a villain.
He was an antagonist.
What about Zemo?
I don't even know if I consider
Zemo.
like
Zemo's my
Zemo.
favorite. Zemo's my favorite. Done.
Wait, over
wait, what movie?
Killmonger?
Zemo's my
Oh,
favorite.
you're tripping now.
Wait,
Zemo's my favorite. Zemo's my favorite.
They're similar.
They are similar. Zemo's my favorite though. I think Killmonger is better written. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the most perfectly written villain so far. I think there are decisions that were made about his story arc that again, we get to the point that we need to get to, it's not taken far enough for me. And we'll
Really?
talk about that after because
Yes,
what I
we'll
have to
have a
say.
spoiler
Yeah, we'll have a
discussion.
spoiler discussion
We'll give
later
you guys
on
2
in
weeks.
person.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a spoiler
Yeah.
discussion.
But for me,
Because it's sold out this weekend.
Yeah,
so
right?
we're going to give you guys another week to try to see this movie.
For me, Zemo has, I think, the point that Zemo is taken to, the most logical conclusion, it's taken there. There's nowhere else to go with that character. For Killmonger, there was a little more room that it should have been put. Again, we'll talk about
Yeah.
it. And it's not anything
like a
terrible.
teaser.
I do love Killmonger. I do. I just think that...
Michael Bay Jordan.
Oh my
Right,
God.
Michael Bay
He's
Jordan.
so
Thank
good
you.
at it, guys. No,
that dimple.
you're going to be hearing that a lot, that he's... Again, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, he's not the best part about this movie.
No, but
And
he's
Chadwick Boseman
he's
was
very
fine though
good.
too.
It's not that
They
he's
all
not
fine.
good.
They
They're
all fine,
good.
though.
Everybody is
Yeah.
great in this movie, but Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan, he's amazing. He's fantastic in this
Even
movie.
Angela Bassett kills it. She
Oh
gets
my
her
God.
moment in
Yes.
the spotlight. But we have to touch on Okoye because Denai Guerrera, I mean, she's in The Walking Dead and she's a little downplayed a lot of the time.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
She
on that
doesn't
show
get
too.
her due.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
Even though I don't like that show.
She does not
They
get her
talk
due.
too much.
But in this film, she kills it.
The
Kills
part I want to
it.
talk about, I can't, and it's the part in
In
the
the
third
casino?
act. No, in the third act.
Oh, okay.
I can't talk about it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
No.
That
All
was
right,
some
so
good
we'll
shit.
pass
Talk
Tony
about
before
it
she
next
That was
week.
explodes.
good shit.
But yeah, no, she was a badass. And then Shuri, oh my God.
She's
Shuri
so
is my
great.
favorite. I just want to be
She
friends with
steals the
Shuri.
movie.
I just
She
want to hang
steals the
out with
movie.
Shuri.
No, Ryan, you
Steals
don't
the
have
movie.
to mute the show. We're not. This is not a spoiler
We're not
discussion.
doing spoilers,
no
Ryan.
one's. No.
No one's spoiling.
There's more people in the show watching.
Yeah. Maybe he's
but
gonna mute us because I said all men were trash.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna stop it. But Shuri, oh my gosh, you think this film is not gonna have its comedic bits, and it does, and then
Right?
it knows when to stop and,
And
be
it knows
serious.
when to stop because there are some movies that go too far.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as much as I like Thor Ragnarok, I think it could have had one joke less.
could have pulled
They
back.
could have. They
But
could have
if
pulled
you
back.
know Taika Waititi, you know that.
No, he's never gonna pull back.
That's
I
not
love
his
Taika
jam.
Waititi.
Jam, yeah.
That's not
He's
his
all
thing.
comedy, yeah.
Even in real life, he's just always going for it.
I love him. Oh.
But yeah, no, this movie knew when to
Yeah.
let us have our moments and laugh and giggle, and then it was like, all right, and we're done here.
And then it got really dark at times. It's
Yeah.
like,
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
There
It
was
needs to.
at one point I was sitting next to Josh in the theater, and I don't even remember what it was, but I was like, and I'm like sitting there like this, and Josh looked at me and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with her?" And I'm like,
How are you not reacting
I
like
know.
that, Joshua?
Well, because he doesn't have a soul.
Aw.
Not a ginger.
Yeah, I know. It's like if I
We
could
don't
see-
know that.
"We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't
that.
know that."
We don't know.
You don't-
He
I'm gonna
lost
say
it.
something that I can't say.
I don't even want to know because we can say a lot of things on this show.
Right, we
so
say
whatever
a
you have
lot
to
of things on the
say.
show.
I
We
know.
usually host the show with a wine. We say a lot of
Incoming
things.
Slack.
Okay.
Oh man, incoming Slack. But no, Shuri was good, and like Shuri is supposed to be like one of the smartest people in the MCU.
Yep.
And she's just a kid. She's supposed to be like 16 or 17.
16. Yeah.
16. And so it was just fun because there's a thing with women and the STEM thing, right? Where they're not really portrayed as being STEM smart. It's just science, tech, and economics? No, engineering.
Engineering and math. And I can say that was, thinking about it again, that was another thing that hit home to me, is that how smart Shuri was and how well respected she was. And it was great to see that on screen because I used to work in STEM.
Yeah.
And I had a shitty time, you guys. I had a real shitty time working in STEM.
Yeah. I hope they're all
I am not a STEM girl.
I am not. I really do.
I'm the creative girl.
I legitimately, like, I had a customer look at me in the face and say, can I have a man help us? And I was like,
oh, I hate that.
I hope she's dead under a bridge
I was like,
somewhere.
can I ask why? And she was like, because they're just better at this stuff.
Oh my God. I hope you smacked her in the
I hope
face.
she's dead under a bridge. I really do.
No, what we did is we said, okay, you can wait for a gentleman. And we got her the dumbest man in the store. We waited. Oh, you want to help? Okay, you want a man to help you?
Yeah.
Let me go get this stupid ass over here.
No, I used to work at Home Depot, so I would go down the I would like page down the toilet aisle, and there was this lady there. I was like, yeah, what do you need? She's like, I need this toilet here, but maybe you want to go get a man. I was like, why? So I stood up on her little flat cart, and I put that fucking toilet on her.
Empty toilets are not heavy.
No, they're like 80 pounds. It's like, okay.
Anyway.
We can maneuver this. But to your point there, they respected her, not only as T'Challa as her big brother, but as a black man to a black woman.
Yes.
As a big brother to a little sister. You know, she was very well respected. And, you know, she just killed it. It's so funny. I can't wait to see this film again. I can't. Do you guys have tickets for this weekend? Because I need to get on that.
I have one ticket for just me at the Dolby screening because I'm like, I can't be talking to anybody. I can't. No, because seriously, guys, I have so many instances where I was so excited for a movie and I was sitting next to somebody that like I just didn't know. Listen, you don't know about your friends until you go to the movies with them.
True.
You really don't.
You don't know your friends until you see a movie
to me
with them.
If you pick up your phone, oh my effing God, we are done.
That is a fight.
My mom does that. I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm not going to go to the movies with you
My
anymore.
mom doesn't pick up her phone. You know what she does, though? She is really rude to other people in the theater, and that's embarrassing. She will shush other people.
And you're like...
She will ask them why they sat in front of us. Like, oh, there are empty seats. Why'd you have to come sit in front of me?
Oh,
like,
my
that's my
God.
mom. So, it's sometimes going to see movies with her is hard. But I am taking her to see Black Panther. Saturday morning is the first time both of our schedules lined up. So first thing Saturday morning, I will take her.
I want to go with the fan group. I want to go with people who are going to be active.
I'm gonna just go
like,
see it as many times as possible.
Oh, I'm gonna see it at least.
Don't ask me out on a date between now and March because you don't take me to see Black Panther. I don't care if we already saw it.
I got that movie pass, girl.
Right?
That's one movie per day.
That's
one movie per day.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
If traffic is bad when I'm about to drive home, I'm gonna just go see Black Panther instead because I got movie pass and then drive home.
Listen, I've only done this one other time, and that was for Winter Soldier. I saw it at 7. I turned myself right back around, and I went straight back into the theater and saw the 10 o'clock showing. Because I was so excited. I think this weekend might be the same thing where I just decide to see it twice in a row. So,
of course, Ryan Coogler just knocks out the park with his third feature film at 31 years old.
How is this only his third movie?
Oh
How
my
does that
gosh!
happen?
I know. He's incredible, and he gives a shout out to his hometown in Oakland, California. A couple scenes take place there, and I just love this man. And he's married, and so I hate this man at the same time.
They're so cute.
I know.
They're so
I
cute.
hate everybody. I hate Idris Elba. I hate
She's
Ryan
just
Coogler.
having a hard weekend because Idris Elba got engaged. She's gonna be fine.
Well, Michael B. Jordan's still single, so for now.
For now.
She's giving me the face. So that's our non-spoiler review. Unless you guys wanted to touch on another person.
I mean,
another element.
Everybody's great in it. There's not one person in there where I'm just like, God, you really didn't need to be there. Like Martin Freeman is great. Andy Serkis is great.
Everyone's got
Letitia
a purpose.
Wright is
the
amazing.
Tolkien Whiteman.
Yeah, the Tolkien Whiteman.
Tolkien.
Well, I love that.
Because they were both in J.R.R. Tolkien.
We need a meme.
We also need to stop fucking around and cast Andy Serkis as Andy Serkis in more movies. I know
he's such a good actor. He's great as mocap, but seeing his face
always make him into a monkey or some kind of like
a robot.
Yeah, like
a gremlin.
Like every time he's ever shown up as himself, I've loved him so much. Like that fucking King Kong movie, I really don't like that movie.
I hated King Kong so
for
much.
Andy Serkis.
I think that I like that movie. I'm like, yeah, I love that movie. And then I actually watch it. I'm
Wait.
like, no, you don't.
Was Andy Serkis in King Kong?
Yeah,
Are you
he plays actual King Kong, and then he plays the chef that's on the boat.
Yeah.
So he plays
two roles in that movie.
Yeah. So
No,
he plays
I-
actual
What?
Kong.
Black Wing, you better shut your mouth.
Ew, Black
You about to see me
Wing.
get put on timeout. I got admin services in here.
He is being real rude.
Your friend Nicholas wants to know
Hi,
which
Nick.
actor clearly has a workout routine I should mimic.
Anyway,
That's
they all
Denai
went
Guerrera because she is knocking shit out, man. She looks
I
amazing.
know.
And I don't
Yeah.
know.
That casino scene
She
just
bulked
brought
up,
me to
dude.
life.
She
Because
did
she
bulk
was
up. She was
not
not
this-
that buff on The Walking Dead.
No, because she's very wiry. Well, it's because they make them like almost emaciated because
Yeah.
these people are always like, on the run from zombies. So cardio is everything, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely.
I want to know how she's keeping
much
on with
more
them
muscular.
dreads, though. It's been like 18 years in the zombie apocalypse.
Where's she getting all that shea butter from?
I don't know. I know they're getting that from the comics, but I just wish they just have her take that off because she is like looking like queen,
Right?
without any hair.
Did you guys see that? This is completely tangent, but yeah, there was it was that video of the young girl. She posted a video of her parents. Her mom had cut out her locks for like years, and she shaved her head, and she was really nervous about.
I feel like
showing
it's
her
important to the
husband.
story that her husband is also white.
Yeah, and her husband saw her for the first time, and he could not stop fawning all over and
Yeah.
saying, "Oh my God, you're so hot!" And I was like, "This is exactly how everybody's gonna feel
Right?
once they catch a glimpse of the Dora Milaje because
Right?
they look so damn good. Not to objectify them, but goddamn, they look so good."
I'd like to see a tournament between a Dora Milaje and the Amazonians. Like Family Feud.
I don't want to see Family Feud. I wanted to see in the beginning. It's almost like Family Feud, and then like some Nazis or some evil people come, and they're like, "Well, fuck it, let's team up." And
The
they,
evil
and they
Nazis.
just beat the shit out of people.
Illinois Nazis.
Illinois, there you go, there you go.
Yes.
All them
I
tiki
love
torches,
that. I love that. We just need origin movies where they team up.
right?
Super team up.
I am excited that she's going to be in Infinity War, Denai Guerrero.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
I mean, this is a non-spoiler. Obviously, Wakanda doesn't blow
saw
up
it.
or anything, but...
Oh, can we talk about Wakanda? How fucking good Wakanda was?
I know.
That's what I mean.
fucking
Everything
God.
about this movie was beautiful. It was so nice to
Beautiful.
look at.
I have said repeatedly that I thought Asgard was the most beautiful part of the MCU. I think Wakanda. might
Wakanda
be
came
the
in and
most
was like,
beautiful.
Wakanda smash.
I was never that impressed with Asgard because it looked like a CGI fantasy
It did look-
fest, which
yeah.
was
It was
okay,
so
but it was
pretty.
never...
It looks so different though from anything else
Yeah.
because the MCU is so like I don't know Apple Store plus garage
Yeah.
plus Tony Stark like I don't know
Malibu.
but like yeah but Wakanda.
But I agree, yeah. I mean, some of the CGI was flawless. Some you could tell, like, hey, it's a green screen. But that's what happens when there's a giant screen in front of you and everything's HD.
Yeah.
Everything becomes clear. But I wanted to mention one more thing, and it just fell out of my head.
It'll come back if it was important.
Wait, by next week are we going to be able to talk about spoilers?
No, we're
No,
going to give
we're
them
gonna
2 weeks.
We'll give you 2
because
weeks.
it's sold out this weekend. So if you don't have your tickets at this point,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I don't know what my face is doing. I'm so sorry.
I'm
but
trying to think of what I wanted to say, but I forgot, so it's over.
Remember
now.
that Spider-Man when Green Goblin starts freaking out? 2 weeks! 2 weeks!
No.
No, he does it in Spider-Man 2, I swear.
She swears.
I swear. 2 weeks!
Oh,
But
there's
anyway,
so much
guys,
that I'd want to talk about, but
I
I
know.
can't because it's just
Yeah.
spoilery.
Let's just move on.
okay, fine.
All of them.
Ooh.
All of them.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Okay, so
Buy anything Angela Bassett's rocking.
Oh my god. Whoever had the good fucking sense to put Angela Bassett with white hair. I'm never gonna get her.
wanted to say that because it's funny because she was like the favorite for Storm like 15
That's what I'm
years
saying. I
ago,
really
right?
think it was fan
Yeah.
service. I think Ryan Coogler played some
And
mean ass
whoever
fan
did it, I
service.
fucking
Yes.
love you.
Yeah.
Present yourself right now to me. I will fucking do anything you ask of me because thank you so much for doing that. Holy shit.
I think Ryan
It
Coogler
was
gave us
just-
some major fan service because people have been wanting to see her with white hair.
I mean, like he
Storm.
said, he grew up with comics. He's not one of
Yeah,
these
he
people that were
knows.
just like, hey, you want to do a Marvel film? Sure. Here's a bunch of comics. I was like, I don't know
Thank
about this. I never read a
God.
comic.
Yeah, no, he
grew
knew.
up
He
on
knew.
X-Men. He
He
knows
knew.
his stuff.
God.
You know what's really good.
Yep.
Because, dude, right there, I was like, right there. There
Right?
she is, my queen. The queen of Wakanda, right there.
Yep.
Literally, the queen of fucking Wakanda. And I can't get a fucking lightning bolt?
Yeah.
God damn it.
We're
Oh.
not. Everyone is just, oh my God, it's amazing. amazing.
Do you know what's crazy though? She could still play Storm if they really
She
wanted to
could.
take it far enough.
If they
Not
really-
in the MCU continuity.
Not in the MCU continuity.
No.
Not in this. Everything has happened in
That
17
if somebody
years.
really wanted to make a one-off with, like,
Yeah.
you know, in the future,
A
you
one-off
know.
Storm story.
Would
could
you
do
not
that.
watch her and Hugh Jackman make out? I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen her?
Yeah.
Her
That could be
she
the
is
whole
a
movie.
vixen.
That could be the whole movie, honestly.
yeah.
Her and Hugh Jackman making out. I'd pay good money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halle
I think that's called a
Berry.
porn at that point, but yeah,
whatever.
I'd watch it.
We're
I'd
getting
watch
into
it.
Man, I'm so mad I don't remember what I wanted to say. I felt like it was
Let's
a good
just
point.
move on and it'll come back.
Yeah.
I swear. It'll come back to you, McGee, and we'll get there.
It's not like we've
I
ever
do,
been like, no,
well, we
guys,
have
the
so much to
format.
talk about. It might have to wait. But yeah, so if you haven't already, go buy your Black Panther tickets because
Support.
the struggle
Oh my
is
God.
real. I'm trying to buy
Support.
tickets now, and all the seats are for the very front row, and I'm like,
No.
You just gotta lean back a little bit.
nah, I got neck problems, girl. I'll be like, ugh.
No. Don't even do that, guys, because this movie really does deserve to be seen. You're like, yes, please support, especially opening weekend. But
Drive
fuck,
like 30 miles out to the
30 miles. Oh my God, do you know how long that takes out here? Like 2 hours. No, thank you.
It takes so long.
So long.
Joseph says he loves Angela Bassett 911. I don't like that wig she's rocking though.
Oh, the pixie?
Yeah.
Yeah, not my
Girl,
fave.
The only person that should be ever rocking a pixie is Halle Berry. And why
Yeah.
she tries to do anything else other than the pixie.
Halle Berry looks good though. It doesn't matter kind of what she does with her hair. Like, have you seen her
Yes.
Instagram recently?
No,
She's
killing it
her
on the gram.
I'm sorry. I
She's
still
killing it
have
on the gram.
residual anger towards her because, yeah.
Because Catwoman?
No, because Storm.
Oh, that
She
wasn't her
didn't
fault,
do
though.
that. Yeah,
Why
that
didn't
was
it do
Bryan
that?
Singer.
Why
That was all Bryan Singer.
Why
Okay,
is
and
it-
listen, if you
Yes.
were a black actress in the early 2000s and they gave you the opportunity to play Storm, you would just jump on it. You wouldn't look at the script and say, oh, the script is garbage and not do it. You would just take it.
You're an Oscar winner, and you can't do that accent?
I mean, probably not. Like
I
Jennifer
mean-
Lawrence can't really do accents.
Right? I'm
nobody
not
ever
excited
asked
about
her to do an accent,
everyone is
though.
so excited about Sparrow, and
They
I don't
don't,
want to
that's
see
the
it because of her
point.
shitty ass accent.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm like, you made a decision, first movie, and then second one, you're just like, kidding.
It's just like,
Sorry. Which is how
I know
feel
the
about
accents in this
whole-
film is like almost. I can't say flawless because I'm not from that area. Because I think some Americans do really good British accents, and then British people are like that
sounds terrible.
sucks. But I would say the accents are like on point. in
My
this whole
favorite
film.
thing
It's
is
because
trying
they
to
do
get a
have a
British
lot
person
of
to do an
African
American
actors
accent.
in the cast, though. Like
Yeah.
Joseph Connie, like, you know, and then Chadwick Boseman. What's the role he did right before this? where
Oh,
he was
the
actually,
Netflix film.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was
Oh, I forgot what
already
it's called.
working
I saw that.
hardcore with that dialect coach, and then they were like, "Well, we're already doing
Yeah,
this,"
let's
and
keep
then
going.
geographically, that would be the area that Wakanda is actually in. So, and then plus, you know, Wakanda being a fictional country, there's a lot of
You can just do whatever accent you want to. Nobody knows what Wakandans
Pan-African
sound like.
influence. I mean, Ruth Carter's already gone on record saying like, yeah, we were pulling influences from here and there. So I mean, it's kind of
When
there
you
was
see the
choices
film,
made.
you will realize that it is very Pan-African.
Yeah.
Oh
so-
yeah, I wanted to say like how it was cool. It's not really a spoiler because it was kind of mentioned in Civil War, but like how Wakanda just played as this like typical carry the water on the top of your head country, and it's like kind of like
Guys,
desolate.
we will never be as cool
Yeah.
as Wakanda.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
But nope, that's just
Never.
a facade.
Finland is gonna watch this movie and say, "Shit! Oh my God, we are never gonna be that cool."
And Japan.
Well, I was gonna say something really fucked up, but I will not say that.
Say it later.
I know. Now it's like
Say it after.
cricket.
I want to see Donald Trump call Wakanda a shithole.
Oh my god.
He won't.
Nobody.
Yes, he would.
I guess no one took up that bet. I guess no one's
Oh,
interviewed
the-
him yet. No one's interviewed him yet.
Nobody's
so-
interviewed him and asking him about his thoughts about Wakanda.
Yeah.
Guys, we got the Obama portraits. We're getting this movie this week. God damn it, I'm so happy. I'm just so goddamn happy.
Yeah, it came out. It was revealed.
Yeah, man.
Revealed.
It looks so good.
All right, so that's
Moving
gonna be
on.
the end of our Black
Let's move
Panther
the fuck-
discussion. There's hair falling in my mouth. But go.
That's been me all night.
Go buy your tickets. Go buy them now. Fandango.com. And be happy. Go with your friends.
Go with your family. Go with anybody.
I don't know what's happening in this chat.
Okay, so a bunch of trailers. Well, before we go into trailers, let's go into Thor because there's two things happening in Thor. One, Chris Hemsworth said he is done with Thor after his contract expires with Avengers 4. And that he'll consider coming back if there's a script like Taika Waititi's for Thor Ragnarok. But as of right now, he is done with
Taika
Thor.
Waititi should direct all the things. Not
should.
really,
All the things.
but
But now
God,
he's
I
going
love
to be
him.
preoccupied with his TV series, What
Yes.
Was in the Shadows.
Doug Jones is in it.
and the
he
sequel,
is.
the werewolf sequel.
What?
Really?
Yeah, supposedly he's going to be working on both of them. The
Really?
TV show and the werewolf sequel.
Okay.
Curious.
So he's busy, so he's not going to be worried about a Thor
Oh,
film.
Taika.
Even though he was excited to do like a Thor Ragnarok 2, but
Is Taika Waititi married? I'm going to find out.
I tell you, he was sitting in our section at the premiere, and that man looking fine. I
He
like a
is
man who
fine.
can rock a
Oh
three-piece
my
suit,
God.
okay?
He's only
Okay.
42. That is right in my dating age range.
That is on mine, too. I have a 15-year cap.
Oh,
there
Taika,
15
he's
years?
married.
Oh, is he?
Oh, come on!
God damn it!
I hate everybody. And then the second news is that Natalie Portman was asked whether she would come back for Thor or she's open to it or whatever. And she's like, I'm open to anything.
Tony tweeted me at this.
You know
oh,
it's
that was
happening.
midnight.
Fucking door. No. I tweeted
yeah.
this at her and I sent just one emoji because I was like, if I start writing, I'm never gonna stop. And this was the face that I sent.
I mean, it's like, of course you're open to anything. You're an actor. Like, but yeah, you have no news because no one's asking.
Yeah,
you.
nobody's
one wants
asking
you.
you. I don't even
No
know,
one wants
like,
you.
here's my thing, because we know that I'm not part of the Jane Foster hater club, but still,
President.
why did she even bring it up? Like, why was this a question? Like, why is she, stop trying to be relevant right now,
Well,
Natalie.
that was Screen
Just-
Rants, and I think who did that interview was
Just
Joe.
plot your own movie right now.
Was this Joe's fault?
It might have been Joe. He said he was doing the Annihilation press junket. So,
Shit hasn't come out yet. You can't talk about it.
Okay.
well, we can
Okay.
say if he did the interview or not, right?
He did the interview.
Okay,
but
so it was from Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's still in my bag. It's not.
Natalie Portman is in Josh's bag, guys, so we can't talk about it. But
That didn't sound good.
I mean, yeah, they're saying like she could come back as the new
Sure,
Thor,
yeah.
Jane Foster, and like nobody's asking for that.
We don't need that. We don't need that right now.
No, she wasn't into it. We weren't into it.
You
No
left.
one's into it.
But
Thor wasn't
an
into
interesting
it.
thing that was brought up is that she was contracted for 3 movies. So if they wanted
Well,
to pull
her
her, they
face
could.
appeared in one movie. That's an appearance, actually. That counts as an appearance.
That's 3.
Yep, in 2 Thor films.
I feel like
Also, it's her job
Bye.
to fulfill the contract of 3 films. It's not Marvel's job to actually put her
Give
in
it
3
to her.
films.
Yeah.
So, if they let her out early, then she got away scot-free. But yeah, it seems like Chris Hemsworth has been overdoing Thor for a long time.
It does seem
He
like
has
he's been
kids.
over it for a while. He has kids. I don't think
I think
this
he
was
moved
really
back to
a
Australia.
long-term
Yeah.
plan for him.
Yeah. So.
Well,
I don't
kids are
think
getting older, yeah.
I don't think this is what he thought it was going to be when he got into it.
They never
'Cause,
do.
I mean, the whole
10 years
reason,
later.
one of the whole reasons that he got into this movie is because Liam had actually read for it, and they're like, "We like you, but you're kind of young. Like, we
Yeah.
don't know." And he told them, he's like, "I have a brother who's older than me, but looks like me. Like, he's an actor too. You want him?" And so literally, they had him call his brother and had Chris come in and read it for the movie, and that's how they
Nice.
cast Chris. So
Oh, that's so nice.
it wasn't really like it was on his radar. Like, oh my god, I really want to do this.
Blackman wants to know, Tony, do you hate Jane Foster in the movies or as a character, period?
In the movies.
In
And
the
I want to
movies.
make that clear. And I always, okay, listen, I didn't read a whole lot of
Here we
Thor
go again.
comics with Jane Foster before Jane Foster became the new Thor, okay? So I have no frame of reference for Jane Foster other than Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's Jane Foster is fucking terrible. She's atrocious. She's everything that is fucking wrong with underwritten parts in these movies. And then all of a sudden people are like, well, where did that character go? Who fucking cares? Why are we talking about her? She doesn't need to be here. Why? What are you gonna make her do? Stand in front of a fucking chalkboard again with all these equations? Really? Why?
What was that?
Because that's all that she did. She stood in front of a chalkboard and just like, my science.
That's
like,
my
what
new
about
dance
your
move.
science, girl? My
Science.
science.
That's my new dance move.
Blackwing's over here calling us desperate. It's like, shake my head.
Right?
You ladies are desperate.
I saw that and I
You're
tried to
desperate.
ignore it because rude.
Oh, where's your
How dare
girlfriend? Her boyfriend.
He's just mad because I called him trash.
Because if I wanted a boyfriend, I got one tomorrow, but I have
Right.
high standards, okay? So go somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
the
I'm
Thor
sorry.
franchise, is it dead? Is it not? Are you gonna miss it?
Well, no, it's not dead because the great thing about this is, or about Thor in general, especially with comic book Jane Foster Thor, is that it was made very clear that Thor can be more than one person.
Exactly. So
Thor does not have to be
Thor does
Chris
not have to be
Hemsworth.
Odin's son.
No, doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's been something that's been well established within these comic books, that you can go ahead and pass on the mantle to other people. I really hope that's what happens. I don't want it to just be this thing where it's like, well, we can't have another Iron Man or another whatever.
I want another Iron Man. I want Robert Downey Jr. to get tired of the franchise, and I want to see Riri Williams on screen.
Yes.
Riri.
Riri.
Talk. Riri Williams. Riri Williams. Marriage. Tui and Wayfully.
No, I want that to happen because I just hate the idea that these characters as they exist are never going to exist in any other incarnation.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever. I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. I can't wait to come to home video because I wanted to see that movie again so hard. So it's coming
and by the way,
March
Jane
6th.
fucking Foster, you're telling me you're gonna put her right next to fucking Tessa Thompson? You really want to
No,
do that?
right? Really? Do you want to put Jane Foster next to Tessa Thompson? Because
You couldn't even put Jane Foster next to Sif, because then it would be so clear how ridiculous that character is.
I mean, Jane Foster is.
Where the
Natalie
fuck
Portman
is
is beautiful,
Sif,
but
by
Tessa
the
Thompson.
way?
Whew.
Where the fuck is Jamie Alexander, by the way? Is she
You
still
know what I want to see?
Blacklisted or whatever show she's on.
Is she
I
still-
want
is
to
that show still
see.
happening?
Yeah, it
I want to
is.
see Valkyrie and Sif.
Blind spotted. She's getting blind spotted.
That's my new OTP right now, Valkyrie and Sif. Let's make that happen.
Ooh,
I
I'd
would
watch
watch
that.
that movie.
But seriously, where the fuck is
There's
she?
a lot of
She
shade
wasn't
coming
in the
from a
movie.
lot of
They
single
killed
guys
Right,
out
this-
there. A lot of shade.
This chat over
A
here.
lot of shade. A lot of people no game trying to come at
Jezzer.
us right now.
How dare you, sir?
Because I seen Jezzer trying to game spy at the club and it just like
Woo! It just got real.
falls apart. Falls apart.
I might have seen some stuff too. I'm not gonna say.
So we had 3 new trailers come out over
Yes.
the past couple of weeks.
Yes.
We're gonna start with the Is it polarizing? Is it?
I think it's universally hated.
Which one is it?
You know which one it is.
Is it the Venom one?
Oh, it is the Venom one, or the one where Tom Hardy's like. Where he does a Wolverine in Origins, and I'm like, I've seen this already.
What's that fucking? What's the one where Gwyneth Paltrow dies like in the first 15 minutes? The one with Matt Damon.
Contagion.
That's what it looked like to me.
Matt Damon.
It looked like an Outbreak reboot. That's exactly what this movie looked like. Or the trailer
absolutely
looked
hated
like.
this trailer, by the way.
It didn't say anything. It didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything. It was, like we were saying earlier, that trailer to me was the equivalent of going into a restaurant and hearing someone in the kitchen, and you don't see any food in the restaurant, and you can't smell any food being cooked. You just hear someone cooking. So you think that maybe there's going to be food at some point. Like, it was the worst fucking trailer in the world.
I mean, it wased the worst trailer in
No,
the
it's
world.
not.
It was just like something they rushed out unnecessarily.
I,
empty.
Well, yeah, that's my
Peanut
point.
gallery.
There was no substance because the film had just stopped filming like a week or 2 ago. Like,
there was
they
no
wrapped.
reason to give us a trailer this early, particularly when they have no footage to actually show us.
Just wait
you
till
know?
like WonderCon or something.
And like,
Yeah. Why?
it wasn't like
It's February, guys.
like that Deadpool
February.
trailer where he's like, "Oh, you guys you didn't have the metal arm yet." Like, that was funny. Like, ha ha, we're making fun of the fact that the effects aren't finished. This was just like, the effects aren't finished, but we want to show you some shit anyway. Here it is.
Yeah, because nobody wants to see Tom Hardy. We've seen Tom Hardy.
We know what he looks like.
Venom, and they didn't have Venom, so it's just
Why
like.
is Tom Hardy being cast as an American when he can't do an American accent? Oh, here it goes.
Well, Jean-Claude Van Damme in Street Fighter, y'all.
They didn't even try. They were like,
try.
John, don't even try. Don't even try to do American. You can't
I like
do
to do the
American.
speech.
Don't try to do it.
Someone from East Coast to say,
Yeah, look at this
Yeah.
trailer, guys. It's literally nothing.
There's
I mean,
nothing
To be
there.
fair, it does state that it's a teaser trailer.
No.
It's not-
This
it's
doesn't
not-
even
it's
tell
not
me
a trailer.
anything.
It could
Okay.
have been anything.
Okay, Justin
Okay.
tried to have that argument. I said, look at the Watchmen teaser.
Yes.
Look at Suicide Squad
Yes.
teaser. And there was a third one I really liked.
If you're gonna give me a teaser trailer, your images have to be provocative. These images are not provocative. I've literally just watched this
Deadpool
man
teaser.
walk for 10 fucking seconds. He's
And then-
walking and then laying down.
And then Michelle Williams with a bad
Nothing-
haircut. Like
Let's
Michelle
say
Williams with a
that
really
it's
bad
not-
wig.
It's not a full-on trailer.
But I'm just saying, like, there's nothing. This looks like stock footage. There's nothing here for me to even be like, what could that possibly be?
Yeah.
The only thing that's even mildly provocative is that fucking flip out scene with the fucking symbiote on the side of his neck. Because then I'm
I
like,
didn't even notice
116. I didn't
at
notice the symbiote. I just saw him screaming.
116.
Yeah, he was just like coming out from
That
his
is
cocaine
okay.
binge or
One, that's the
something.
first one. This trailer is already 45 seconds in, and that's only been one shot that I found remotely provocative. One that we would all stop at and be like, "What's going on in this scene?" Everything else,
What does he have? Telekinesis? I mean,
Yeah, look right here, right here.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah,
Was that it?
I see like him void
but he's
raging.
sneezing right now, so you can't even see that all that
Yeah,
on the side of his
exactly.
throat is the symbiote.
That was so bad, you guys. Like, it was so... It
There
didn't tell
are
you
fan
anything. It
trailers.
could have been any movie in the world.
Yeah. There are fan trailers out there that are way better than this and that succeed as a teaser trailer.
The Aisha Carr short is probably better than this movie's going to be.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
Josh said. Carnage short.
This is yeah. I'm sorry. Whoever
Not a fan.
did this,
Not a
I
fan.
listen. I really hope this is just because this is the footage you were given,
Right?
and that these were not the choices you made, because these choices are just
Oh, God.
no. Don't
Talk
do
about
it.
not having hope for a movie afterwards. Like, I was never really stoked about a Venom movie to begin with. And now I just feel like, fuck. You know, it's going to be terrible.
Well, I don't feel
So I
bad.
really hope-
just-
It doesn't
not
make me. It doesn't make
excited.
me excited at all.
Well, here's the problem. Because of the environment the film environment, the film landscape, you have to knock it out in the first weekend.
Yeah.
You have to. And if not in that first weekend, that second weekend better have a really big, lift
Yeah.
up just on word of mouth. This doesn't look like I'm going to have a really great first weekend if I'm the
Yeah.
Venom movie. Yeah.
To have a good time. But the next trailer that came out, I think it debuted during the Super Bowl, was the Deadpool 2 trailer with the cable, where we see
Yeah,
our
the Cable
first
and the
look,
action figures.
our in-depth
I
look with
haven't
Cable.
seen it yet.
What?
Okay, listen.
Oh my gosh.
Super
You
Bowl
knew we were
dropped
talking about
about
for like 2
60
weeks.
different trailers in my defense.
True. Yeah.
So,
Well, I think I'm not 100%. It actually may have just came out like last week, but
I saw it maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, it was pretty recent, but it was cool. Yeah, like
It's gonna be like Power Rangers. We won't see Venom until the last 20 minutes. Oh, fuck everything.
oh my god,
I'll
or
be
Godzilla.
so mad. I will be so.
Every
fucking
time
angry.
the symbiote comes over, it goes to black, like in Godzilla. Every
Oh,
time
kill
the
me
monster comes
now.
over the water, it's like fade to black. It's like, what am I passing out every time
Yeah.
Godzilla comes on screen? I don't understand. But yeah, in the new
well,
Deadpool.
tell me about it. I mean, I haven't seen it, so.
Well, the new Deadpool, yeah, you'll see a lot of cable action there. They did make fun of the fact that his arm effect wasn't done. They were like, it's not like we're trying to CGI out a mustache or anything.
Right? They definitely threw shade at DC. It was great.
So like, okay, I'm gonna do it myself. So he does this little action figure
It was fun.
play thing.
I'm looking at it right now, guys, without sound, but at least I can see visually what's happening. So, yeah,
But also
sorry.
you get glimpses
Sorry.
of Vanessa's back and Old Lady's back and TJ Miller's
Yes.
back and the cab driver's
And
back.
you see Domino for like a hot
Domino.
second.
Domino's back. No, she had a couple scenes in the new trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything just looks so exciting and fun, and I can't wait. And I can't believe I'm actually watching more trailers of this because I don't usually do that.
Yeah, right. Usually I'm like a 1 or 2 trailer person. I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, but this is not telling you anything. Number one is like
No.
Deadpool doing
It's
something
very
ridiculous
Deadpool. It's
for
like Deadpool being silly,
yeah,
which
for like
is
20 seconds.
Yeah. She's watching
Sorry,
it.
I'm what?
Yeah, he dresses up as like Woody from. Oh, they're playing it up there.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Okay.
so-
All right.
yeah, it just
Yeah,
opens
first
up. So
off,
it's like, cool,
Josh
Cable.
Brolin looks amazing. I love Josh Brolin.
I don't
Looks
like
way
that.
better than that
Don't
Joss
like
Whedon
You
look
don't
they
like
have
Josh
him
Brolin?
doing
He beat his
in
wife.
Avengers.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
a
about
very
little
that.
bit
Diane
of a
Lane,
drunky,
so-
ragey
Oh.
person.
Oh.
But
okay.
I think he's like in recovery.
I did not know that.
He did not know that.
My
Yeah,
God,
see,
that's
so he has the
coming
green
on.
arm.
Is he
looking all
canceled?
hulkish.
Is it canceled?
Watch
I
the
mean-
trailer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching. I'm watching.
So yeah, so they have like the green wraparound as they do when you're filming, so they can just do anything on the computer with you. But yeah, this trailer is just so funny.
I love these trailers. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, like the
love
Bob
that-
Ross is my favorite.
I love that
Thank
they're
God
doing things
this
that make
franchise-
you interested in watching the
Yeah.
movie without like giving away the movie. You know, it's fun and it's funny and
Well,
it's
this is what the Deadpool character is. This is what you're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing with
exactly.
it.
It's very true to the character. It's very fun.
Also,
You don't
Ryan
feel like you've
Reynolds
seen
is
the
so
whole movie.
into it. It helps
Yeah.
immensely that he is 110% committed
Well, this
to
is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
This is. I
Yeah.
mean,
He does all
He is
this.
Wade Wilson. He is the little douchebag.
Yeah.
with
He
the
does
heart of
all
gold.
these commercials. He does all these promos. Trailers.
See, and there's Cable for realsies.
Yeah, and there's just like rapid fire footage like after something like this.
Can I still say that he
that's-
looks really good?
He
in
does
it?
it good. No, he looks great.
Ooh, Negasonic. I love
Yeah,
her.
not
I
just
love
there.
her.
Is Colossus?
Is,
back?
where's Colossus?
Oh, and Terry Crews is like actually on that helicopter.
Yeah.
Somebody had the freeze frame on that. Good for
Who
Terry.
is?
Terry Crews.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of dominoes. See, the old lady.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I love her.
Deadpool is like a movie I rewatch too. I don't rewatch a lot.
Right?
Of,
I did not think that I was
going
going to enjoy Deadpool as much as I did, and I
Yeah.
fucking
So
love
good.
that movie.
It was really good.
That
They did the flashback so well.
Yeah.
And then it had like emotion in it, but then it was just so funny, man. It was so funny without being too raunchy. And I love the video game.
And there's a full-on sex scene in there. I mean, there's like some
Oh,
pornographic.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Happy
still
The pegging
manages-
scene.
Yes.
And it still manages to not be vulgar and taunting.
Yeah.
Like, there are some like, yeah.
It was
there's-
like Happy International Women's Day. She straps on. Her strap on is so funny.
Mark Bernardin, he was like, I had to explain to my 7-year-old what pegging was. And I was like, God bless this movie. I love
So
that.
2 thumbs up for the Deadpool 2 trailer. That's it. I'm not watching it anymore. Sorry, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm
Stop
done.
being so
No more
funny.
spoiling.
Oh my! I'm definitely like I remember Ryan Reynolds in the '90s and the early 2000s. I was not into
Did you
that.
ever
I had a
think
crush
that
on him
Van
forever.
Wilder was
No.
going to be doing this?
No,
Okay, no, he was on a show called Two Guys
Yes,
and a Girl.
yes,
and It's a
Pizza Place.
He
That
played
was
it
the
big. I had
best
the
show.
biggest crush on him back then. I was like 9, and I was like, this man's.
That show was so good. It was so funny.
It was so good.
because he looked too like '90s cutie boy, like Leonardo DiCaprio.
But he was
DiCaprio I wasn't
funny.
into in the '90s.
But he was so funny. Even then, it was like, yeah, that was a good show. That was a very good show.
Last but not least, premiering I think March 8th is Jessica Jones season 2
That's
trailer.
so
came out.
soon.
Yeah.
That is soon. That is right
It
around the
is.
corner.
Yeah, man.
I think this is the second trailer, which actually tells you more about what the season's going to be about. Instead of her giving a bunch of attitude, she's going to look into her origins of
Yeah.
how she got her powers, which will be interesting.
Very interesting.
I hope it
And the Purple Man is back.
Laura Flynn Boyle is back.
That's not Laura Flynn Boyle.
No, it's not.
It's
That's
the Matrix.
Carrie Moss.
It's Carrie Ann Moss. They look the same. They look the
They
same.
do not, because
Yes,
she's
they
like
look the
2
same.
pounds.
Don't get
and
mad at me. They
Carrie
look
Ann
the
Moss
same.
is like
They look
50 pounds. So
Shut the fuck up.
there's a difference.
They look the same.
Laura Flynn Boyle. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
listen, this is what I'm worried about. Luke Cage is no longer on this show.
Oh,
Or at
I hate
least-
that so much.
And it
I
doesn't
love
look
them
like he's
together.
going to be. I have to believe they would have shown that in this trailer, especially since.
I don't know if he was ever in the season 1 trailers.
Was he not? I feel like that was definitely a selling point for season 1.
He was only in like half the season too.
But he was still, like, everyone knew that Luke Cage was going to be there. And last I've heard, he's not in this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Still in Harlem, like
Yeah.
doing it with Rosario
Oh
Dawson.
my god. Okay, fine.
Which I love her, but I
do
love
too.
the fact I love Jessica Jones and
Yeah.
Luke Cage together.
I do
Like,
too.
think they have explosive
good
chemistry.
They had very good chemistry. The other thing is, Purple Man isn't. Well, at least he is back, but we don't know in what capacity.
No, I don't want it.
Is Kilgrave here?
Is
Is he
it
a
just
hallucination?
yeah, in her
Is
mind,
it,
like her
I
dark
hope it's just a
passenger.
hallucination.
is it flashbacks?
Dexter.
Yes, I'm
feel you.
binge watching
I
it right
feel
now
you.
again.
I don't want it to be flashbacks. I want it to be that he just, I don't know, had a clone.
I don't want that purple man.
I do.
She snapped
I
his
love
neck.
him.
She snapped his neck. He's gone.
I don't.
Thank you, Black
my
Wing. She
God.
snapped his neck.
Yeah, but you know he was dead the first time. she
David
got-
Tennant as
killed him.
Kilgrave is one
I
of my
don't
favorite
like.
things.
I don't like this sister character. I'm not.
Oh,
into
I am
it.
so
She's
into her. I can't wait for her to become
annoying.
Wildcat. Yes.
I don't need this.
Here for it.
I
Here
think it
for it.
bogs down Jessica Jones. I think it's just
See, I thought Carrie
So
Ann
forced.
Moss's marriage drama.
Right, that was
dragged
drugged on. That was
the
slow.
first season.
no. I mean her Jessica Jones as a character, not the show. I just think I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see
It's
what
just
you're saying.
it's too forced. Like, oh, we're sisters. We grew up together. Talk to me, Jessica. Oh my god, da da da. And like, it's just like wasn't into it with the cop storyline too. Her B
the
plot
cop
was not.
storyline was weak. That was
wasn't.
just a way to kind of,
See,
keep her
that's-
engaged.
in the
within
comments, a lot of
storyline.
people are saying they didn't like it and it was slow. It was honestly the only Defenders show, like of that Defenders Netflix family,
Yeah.
that I actually liked and watched the whole way through.
Jessica Jones?
Daredevil
Yeah, I
is
could
the
not get through Daredevil. I
shiznit.
could
Sorry.
not get
Daredevil
through
is the
it.
shit.
Sorry.
Maybe I have to go back and try it again, but I could
Maybe.
not get through it.
Really?
Your taste
Daredevil?
will
Not even the
drop
first season? The first season is great.
yeah, it is.
Jordan, what is happening? We need to talk.
When
We're
his
gonna talk
dad died,
afterwards.
I sobbed. I had to stop the show because it was so dark. Yeah.
Iron Fist. I checked out like 2 episodes in. I was like,
haven't
I am
even
done with this
seen
white
Iron
boy.
Fist.
I am done.
Everyone who has seen it has told me that I should just go ahead and, just not watch Iron Fist.
don't do
I
it.
watched half of it. It's okay. I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Once you see Ghost Rider and all that stuff. And Elektra,
right?
It's just like,
once you
right.
survive the early 2000s in Marvel.
Yeah. Once you see like Batman and Robin, and it's just like
It's
I
a
watch
little more
anything
torment,
at this
right?
point.
I love Batman and Robin. Not
I
because
do
it's
too,
good, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, Iron Fist is not that bad. I've seen worse stuff. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for us on the Marvel's Infinity Watch this week.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Is that all we were talking about?
We were gonna talk about Punisher, but like, what? Same shit. Like a new trailer. It's not that big of a deal.
Wait,
we can
what?
watch that later.
How's there
Punisher?
a new trailer? They haven't started filming season 2 yet.
You put that in the notes. I didn't put that there.
I didn't say the Punisher season 2.
Yes, you.
Oh, maybe like they're they've been
screenshot
greenlit
it.
and they're starting production on season 2 next week.
We didn't talk about the 10th anniversary picture, the class picture.
We did not, but it's almost 9:30 and we
Oh,
have to
true.
go
Yeah,
to
we
another
gotta
show.
go. We got to go.
There was a
Myra's been here for like 3 hours.
Shaka bra. We gotta go.
But we will
Okay.
talk about, I mean, we have all year. It's the 10th anniversary of the MCU. They did have a reunion class photo.
Chester says I love Batman and Tony. I think he meant Robin. What is happening?
Chester
he meant
drinking too?
Tony. That's his subliminal,
That's his
subconscious.
Freudian slip, baby.
Yeah, Jezzer. Did you ask Tony to the prom?
No one's asked me.
I wasn't
You
even
don't want to be
invited,
asked.
so
You don't want to be asked.
I don't. Okay, I don't want to be asked.
I wasn't even invited.
Do you want to go with me?
Okay.
Of course
Okay,
you're
cool.
invited. What the hell? You're part of the cast.
I'll make you a
You're
video.
not going to get a golden invitation on a horse carriage.
I will do that.
Okay.
I'll get a horse carriage.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Let's wrap this shit up.
All right, guys. I was like, Renegades out. No, just kidding. So, Jordan, where can we see you next?
You can see me next week, because my other show ended.
Yay! There'll be more.
Yeah. I'll be back soon.
Tony, where can we see you?
In a little bit, we're going to be doing what is the proper name of this show?
That hashtag horror picture show.
Yeah.
But it's airing on PCR, so stay in this channel and on
Cross-branding.
Facebook if you're on Facebook.
Yeah, and then you can also catch me, Miggy, and Jezzer. Wait, are we filming this week
No.
for Watchtower? We are not filming this week for Watchtower.
Watchtower is canceled for Thursday.
Yes, so then next week,
You'll see this bitch back here again.
yeah, we'll be right back here, Marvel's Infinity Watch, and I believe next week I'll also be on the Altered Carbon show.
Okay.
Along with Daniel, so that'll be fun. I did start that. So
I want to
yeah,
host a show
I'm
with
doing
Daniel. I feel like that'd be ridiculous.
It is. I have been on one show with Daniel, and it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, on all my social media, it's the Tony Sanchez, Tony with an I, Sanchez with a Z.
Okay, beautiful stuff. Yeah, guys, you can catch me in a few minutes with that hashtag horror picture show here with Tony and Myra, and maybe Jordan's joining. I don't know. Maybe she's gonna slink in. But also you can catch. I'll be back next week. I'm going out of town this week, so yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so I think that's it. So
Renegades out.
2, 3.
Renegades out. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
I didn't know which one we were doing.
Why not both?